Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Yeah.
And how's it going, guys? It is me. Oh boy, here we go. It is me, the Mighty Sucram, and we're back with season 5 of the Capitals Off the Chain podcast. I'm returned with my co-hosts, Gilivis. Say hi, Gilivis.
Hi, Gilvis.
And C4. Say hi.
Hello.
We're
I'm
here.
cooking chicken, that's why I have gloves on my hands.
Yeah, so these next 2 weeks are going to be simple just recordings for us until the preseason starts in 3 weeks, I think. The 17th is the first game for the Capitals.
I believe you're right.
They also announced today that starting next year, the NHL will be starting late September and ending early June.
I like that.
And we're going to an 84-game schedule.
Not
So-
sure I like that.
So they're getting rid of 2 more preseason games and adding those 2 preseason games into regular season games. So yeah, Gil, how was your summer, Gil?
It's a summer. It's hot. It was still hot.
It's still hot.
It was
It was hot.
Very hot.
Well, as you know, Gil, I was pretty busy with the other 3 podcasts over the summer. We debuted 3 more podcasts after this one went off to do its little 2-month vacation. And oh my God, that is bothering me. Hold on.
Who knows what he's doing?
That glare.
Oh, close up.
Maybe if I turn the light on, it'll be better. Here we go.
Maybe.
As I said, the other 3 podcasts have been keeping me busy. But I've been looking forward to this. This week I've been really busy. Yesterday I did episode 15 of IWC. Monday I did episode 9 of MLB Hotshot Takes, which you were on the very first episode. And then tomorrow I'm doing episode 10, and then Saturday I got the NFC South podcast as well. But today we're not talking about that. Today we're officially welcoming him in season 5 of the Mighty Sucrams Capitals Off the Chain podcast. I have a feeling that this year is going to be very special, not just for the channel, but for the Capitals as a whole. There's a lot of answers that need to be a lot of questions that need to be answered this season, and I feel like this is the year we make moves and we trade first-round picks to get in position to become cup contenders. We'll talk about a little bit during this episode today. I want this to be a shorter episode, maybe 45 minutes for today. So, Gil, what are your expectations for this season, and who do you think will be the breakout star at the end of the season? As we have one every year. 2 years ago, it was Sonny Milano and Dylan Strome. Last year, it was Connor McMichael and Alexei Protas. and Jacob Chikrin. Who is it going to be this year?
Hard to say. You got a lot of guys who are itching to crack the lineup, or in one particular case, make better of themselves, put themselves in a better position within the lineup that they were already placed in last year. If you don't know who I'm talking about, that would be Ryan Leonard.
Yes.
As far as the expectations, I expect them to win games.
I don't think we're going to win the division. I'm just going to say that right there. I think Carolina wins the division. But I still think the Caps will be a top 3 team in our division. I just don't think we're going to have an amazing. We're going to probably lose 4 or 5 more games that we would have won last year. It's the same thing goes for the Commanders. They're probably going to lose 2 or 3 more games this year that they won last year. Yes, Ryan Leonard for sure. I expect him. I think him and Dandoff will be the 2 favorites to win the Calder Award this year. I think Leonard, now that he has a full offseason to work with the team, he is apparently spinning heads. He's gotten faster over the offseason, which is hard to say, but a lot of people thought he would slow down. And Sammy Celeber on Twitter said he's the fastest player on the ice. He posted today. He posted something hilarious where he went on the ice with his reading glasses. I posted it in the group chat.
That. I was like, is that weird?
Yes.
Like, it did not look like that at all.
Yes, he went on the ice today for practice, and he had his reading glasses on, so he's having fun. Crystal is having fun. Apparently, you posted this 2 weeks ago. Crystal had a moment during practice where if he has an amazing preseason, I think he makes the roster because there's some spots. There's like that third line is still not decided. I mean,
God, yeah, we need the third line desperately.
Miro. We given Miro. Apparently, I don't think we're going to give Lapierre a chance because Spencer Carberry came out today and said he is going to be starting McMichael at the center line on the third line to start the season. So
that.
McMichael will be our third line center this season. To start, at least to start. But I still have Andrew Crystal being the Rookie of the Year for the AHL if he doesn't make the Capitals. I think he's going to have a monster year in Hershey. Him and Chesley are going to lead the charge of the new younger age of the Bears that are coming over. You have him. You have Ilya Protas. You got Ryan Chesley. So there's a lot to...
Ilya crack the lineup this year, though?
No.
Or does he play in Hershey?
He plays in Hershey. There's no way in hell we're putting him on. He has to be he has to score every fucking game. And there's only one player that's going to be playing every preseason game, and that's Leonard. Because they're going to want to get Leonard going. And I think Leonard will be taking a different approach this year. And I feel like now that, like I said, he has an offseason off, I feel like he's going to have a great year. He's going to be he's my top contender to have the breakout season this year for the Capitals. I feel like Miro could be there as well, but Miro still has to show me signs. I mean, he still has that laziness in him. Yeah. I mean, even though Leonard wasn't scoring, he was still noticeable on the ice. It just has to fine-tune his finishing abilities. Once he fine-tunes that, he's going to break out. He's going to be a potential 25, 30-goal scorer. He's not going to be a guy that's going to come in and score 40 to 50 goals a season. We don't need him to be. We need Leonard to be what he was in college, what he was in the World Juniors, a guy that's going to score the timely goals. The Capitals can worry about finding that 40 to 50 goal scorer, which I think they already have in their system in Crystal. I think Crystal will be the guy that scores the 40 to 50 goals because that's what he is. He's a pure goal scorer. That's why we drafted him to begin with. I mean, his biggest, besides this, even his size doesn't matter. Crystal, every time he gets on the ice, he plays with guys twice his size and he's beating them. He's breaking their ankles. So if Crystal makes the roster, I think he could be a potential contender to have a breakout season. I don't think he will though. I think he will potentially get called up for a game or two this season if an injury happens, but I think he's in Hershey, and I think he wins the Rookie of the Year in AHL. Gil, I'm assuming you probably agree.
For the most part. But don't forget about Ilya Protas. I
Protas
think
could too. Protas as well in the AHL.
they pretty much have him tabbed to start the year in Hershey, probably play the whole year in Hershey. He's 19 and was drafted through came up through the USHL.
So he's eligible to play.
So
in
he
the
is
AHL.
eligible to play. He does not have to stay with his junior team in Windsor. So he's probably going to he will probably have a decent preseason, but like a lot like Crystal, end up in Hershey and play the majority of the year there.
And the thing is, this year I think the chatter is going to be a lot louder for Crystal to make the roster than it was last year. And Crystal had a really good preseason last year. He scored a couple good goals. He looked very noticeable, but I just felt like he should have been sent back, and I think the right decision was sending him back to the WHL. But I feel like now that he's eligible for the AHL, that people are going to be a little bit more louder if he has an amazing AHL or amazing preseason, that they're going to want him to be on the NHL roster. Because now they're going to be able to see him, and he's going to be able to, because he's a two-way forward, they can send him down without having to clear waivers. So that chatter is going to be a little louder this year than it was last year when Crystal, because I know there's a lot of people upset that Crystal got sent down, sent to the CHL. But it was the right decision. He had an even better WHL season than he had the season before. So he's growing his game. And like I said, ultimately, he is going to be the guy that comes in and scores 40, 50 a season. Not Leonard. Leonard's going to be here to score clutch goals. He's going to throw the hit, he's going to back check, and he's going to score clutch goals. The only thing the Capitals are missing is a Nicholas Backstrom for that top line. But I think they got a potential Nicholas Backstrom with Milton Gastrin, which we will continue to monitor these prospects with Lakovic, Gastrin, and the big one, obviously, it's going to be Cole Hudson watch this season. Because and it could potentially see a trade, either a Rasmus Sandin or a TVR move to potentially give room to Cole Hudson later in the year. Cole Hudson will be the major focal of all the prospects this season, because why shouldn't he be? He's technically the top prospect now that Leonard is officially on the Capitals. And rightfully so. Hudson could be, I think Hudson's better than his brother. I think Cole's better than Lane.
That's the rumor.
And the Capitals need to take him with Leonard. The right decision was signing him after they lost to Denver and giving him a couple games. I didn't think they were going to let him play in the playoffs, but you know what? I'm fine with it because he stood his own. He didn't score, but he's a rookie. It was his 14th and 15th NHL game. It's not like he played a whole season and he struggled in the playoffs. No, he came late. He came in with a month, Gil? A month left of the regular season?
About that.
Yeah.
So let's not pretend like Leonard start the season with the Capitals and he was struggling and people were whining about him come playoff time. No, he played, and even then in that month, you only play like 10 games. He only played 10 games, and then he played all of the Montreal series. No, he played, I think, 4 of the 5. Because he didn't play game 4, right? Or is that the Carolina series? He didn't play game 3 in Carolina.
He was scratched for one game in the second round.
So he played all of the Montreal series, all 5 games, and he played 4 of the 5 games. So he played 9 playoff games, plus the 10 games he played in the regular season. That's 19 total games. You're not going to expect a player to be amazing unless he's the first overall pick in 19 games. Even then.
Yeah.
Even then.
Especially if they come in during playoffs, you're not going to, it's the game's a lot different when you get to the playoffs. So even if you did have a first round pick, there's no guarantee they'd have been
Well,
phenomenal
no,
in the
first
playoffs.
overall. First overall, not first
Or
round
first
pick. First
overall.
overall.
Sorry, first overall pick. There's no
Even
guarantee
then,
they'd
like,
be like fantastic in the playoffs. So
no one is saying he's a Connor McDavid, and I don't think he's a Connor McDavid.
no,
But he is very clutch, and he will be the key reason the Capitals win a cup in the next 4 or 5 years. That's my timetable. The next 4 or 5 years, I think the Washington Capitals will be Stanley Cup champions.
I think it might be sooner.
I
I
don't.
think 3.
I think would be a magical run this year. I think that's on the table. Yes. I think the Capitals could go on a magical run. Ovi's last year, have him right under the sunset. I'd rather that be the case. I'd rather us win a cup now and not win a cup for the next 3 years. Because then we can say Ovi won on his way out. And especially if we win the cup this year, Ovi's done. Because remember, Ovi hasn't confirmed he's retiring.
That's true.
Look, the Pillsbury.
I'm here now.
Look, the Pillsbury Doughboy always late because he's making cookies in the kitchen. Look, he's fucking eating.
I just finished eating.
Anyways, Jared, welcome to season 5.
Already.
I lost my train of thought. We were talking about the Capitals, and then Ovi. Ovi has not confirmed he's retiring this season.
No, he has not.
I think it's the worst kept secret though that he is retiring. His wife even talked about it and kind of spoiled that he's retiring at the end of the year. But I don't think the Capitals with a Stanley Cup run is off the table. I do think this Caps team is going to have a special year, just like this channel is going to have a special year. Which, speaking of this channel, we have some merch now. Cheryl, you want to talk about the merch?
Merch. We've got T-shirts. We've got mugs. We got slides. What else we got? Stickers. I'm gonna go grab one of the T-shirts. I'll be right back. Had I had forethought, I would have put mine on, but I'm just gonna grab the closest one.
No, we'll wear our shirts when we're all together, all 4 of us. Which I think will be the teddy bear toss.
Actually, you're on a bigger computer screen. We'll show it on your screen.
Gil?
Planning on it.
Yeah, I think that'll be the teddy bear toss. So, Gil or Jared, this is your shirt.
Oh, it's either Gil or Jared's.
No,
I'll
this
say
is-
that looks pretty big, so probably mine.
That's Jared's. It's pretty big.
Is it? Okay.
So this is our. This is not available. This is our custom shirts, but we have shirts like this on our website for season 5. We also have season 4. I know season 4 ended. It's over with. Now we're on season 5. But fuck it, dude. You want to still rep season 4? That amazing logo that we still use here on the lineup card? Fuck it, dude. Go ahead. But yes, this is our season 5 is custom shirts. You see the season 5 logo, the S and the 5 with the American flag, the SUCRAM shirt, and on the back it has the All Sports podcast logo and everything. So we will be wearing all 4 of these shirts at the Teddy Bear Toss in January because we are now season ticket holders. So we're gonna try. What we'll do is we'll try to get tickets all together near us. Hopefully we can.
I'm pretty sure we can.
Am I just getting my shirt from you at the preseason game in a few weeks?
Yes, you're gonna get your shirt from the preseason game. Gil will get his at the Teddy Bear Toss, unless me and Gil go to a game, which we might before that. So, if not, Gil will either get at the Teddy Bear Toss or if we go to a game, because there's a couple games on the schedule I want to go to, and Gil might be able to go to. So, the schedule has been released. The jerseys, I don't know if we're wearing. Have they announced the Screaming Eagles schedule yet?
I have not seen it, but I haven't looked for it either.
I know the Sabres announced their black goat-head jerseys, and guess what? We're fucking playing them again when they wear them.
We always
Oh,
do.
joy.
We always fucking do. So let me look it up.
Although it's weird, usually whenever we play in Buffalo twice, they're usually very close to each other, but the first one's like November 1st, and then not again till March.
We were hoping they would go to December when we head up to New York because we wanted to go to the game, but And Buffalo's not even playing. They're not even playing at home. They're on the road that weekend.
Yeah.
So we can't even go. Can't go to the game. I mean, we could probably go to the Bandits game. We'll probably do that.
There we go. If the
all-
Bandits are in
all
town.
all three of us, me, you, and Jared. Because
Assuming
around
the
that,
Bandits are in town, yeah.
that's when the season starts. So they should be
Okay.
home.
I'm
And that's probably when we'll debut the Net Lacrosse podcast.
And I'll have a jersey for the game.
I'll laugh if it's the Nighthawks.
I would not be surprised if it was the Nighthawks. I would absolutely not be surprised if it was the Nighthawks. So it's all good.
I mean, when do they usually come out with the schedules for the NLL?
November, I think.
Yeah. No, I think a little before that, because usually it starts like right at the beginning of December.
So the Washington Screaming Eagles jersey schedule has not come out yet. I'm assuming it'll come out soon. So this was last year. So yeah, this is last year.
I hope they're wearing it for one of the games I plan on going to in January.
They're more likely going to wear it.
No bowling this time when you come up.
Yes, I think we should do that. Or if we do go bowling, I think I'm going to go separate.
No bowling this time.
Let me raise my hand real quick. You mean down? He's coming down?
Yes. Fine.
So the Commanders,
whatever.
the Commanders.
When he comes here, we are not going to go bowling.
I know the only thing that says right here is the Commanders. That's the only Washington related because the Commanders released that their new thirds, the old vintage Redskin jerseys.
Gil's looking a little puzzled by that.
Yeah, I might have to get one of those.
The new Commanders old vintage Redskin jerseys. It looks really nice, even with the W. It looks really nice. The helmets look really nice.
I do like that. I do like that version.
But it doesn't. There's nothing that says the Screaming Eagle, so I don't. They might not even bring them back this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they will. People love them so much.
They will.
They will. So,
Well-
Gil, the reference to bowling was when Jared came down last time. We went bowling, and that's when I got in my car accident.
We got distracted.
We are not going bowling.
That's
We got-
what I
well,
thought, but I wasn't sure.
We can go bowling. We cannot talk about that porn store. All right, that's why we got in that car accident.
Wait, hold on.
It probably would have never gotten in that accident. Should have stopped at the store.
But the store was after the accident. It was on the way home. It was
No. He wanted to stop before we go bowling.
Oh,
He
on
wanted
the
to
way
stop
to the bowl-
before
yeah,
we
that's
go
right.
bowling.
Regardless, we would not have ended up in that intersection till later after that woman went through. Probably would have hit someone else.
I was actually going to stop on the way out. For the record.
So
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. And Marcus, I
it
am
was so
not.
nice.
I
My
am
mom
not
texted-
joking. This is not a joke. I had no idea a porn store had nothing to do with Daryl's accident.
Oh, yeah, that was so fun how my mom literally texted me while I was in the weight room. She's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Oh, just sitting at the ER, fun shit.
What did she say to that?
She was like, what in the hell happened now?
So
What did you get yourself into now?
yeah, they didn't release it, so oh well. Yeah, so Jared, before you join, me and Gil are talking about the top candidates to have a breakout season this year. We mentioned Ryan Leonard. We mentioned potentially Ivan Miroshnichenko. I think who's another one that could have a potential breakout year? Maybe Ethan Frank. Frank could have a breakout year. He could be on that fourth line. He could probably have a potential breakout year. I don't think anyone on the defense is gonna have a breakout year because most of them already had a breakout year. Maybe Sandin breaks out, but I just don't think he will.
No.
I do think at the end of the season, though, we will see a couple Hershey Bears players play at least a couple games for the Caps, especially on the blue line. I think we're good. We're a little too banged up. I don't trust Martin Farivari right now. He's coming off a serious injury, so it might take him a little longer to get back where he's at.
Yeah, that's
So
true. I forgot he had
hopefully-
that knee injury at the end of the year.
So hopefully he can stay healthy. John Carlson can get the fuck out after this season. I don't care.
Please.
I don't care. He can get the fuck out. I don't. Even if Ovi doesn't retire, we're not signing him to a 1-year deal. Get the fuck out. Just go away. All right, go. Okay. Matt Roy can take that top pairing. Okay, and you can call up Ryan Chesley next year. He can be in the second pairing. You can go fuck yourself. Just go away, Carlson. Go retire. All right, go back to fucking Minnesota where you fucking are from.
So as you can tell, Marcus is a huge John Carlson fan.
I used to be. Johnny don't go anymore. Trust me, Johnny don't go.
Yeah, he slowed way down over the last couple seasons.
I said that one for Gil. That was for Gil.
Yeah, I got it. I chose to ignore it.
I said it before. I said it before Gil would have said it.
Well, Marcus, I am adhering strictly to your instructions, which said be on your best behavior and no jokes.
There we are, the malicious compliance. Here we
There you go.
You are getting vanilla Gil right
Oh,
now. Okay?
oh boy, that is a scary thought.
Vanilla Gill. Oh God.
Gil, I will let you off your chain after episode 2 when hockey actually begins.
Release the Gill.
Release the Gilvis. That should be a movie.
God.
Anyways, Gil, do you think Thompson takes a step back this year in that?
I think he takes a half a step back. I think part of the problem with him was he was not quite used to the workload that he ended up getting. And I think with a little better game management, I can't believe I'm saying that because I hate that term. I hate it in basketball. I hate it in baseball. But unfortunately, you have to manage your goalies better if you want them, if you expect to go on an extended run.
Especially next season because it's going to be it's going to 84 games next year. So you're going to have to manage your goalies more. It's not the olden days where you can just put a goalie out there. He's going to play 60 games a season and go in and have a long, extended playoff run. We're not the endurance needed, and now because of there's so much more talent on forward wise than there was back in the Marty Brodeur. Like, don't get me wrong, there was still very good talented players like Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Jaromir Jagr, who's also out there, who's really good, Mike Modano, all those guys. They were still good. It just now you have a abundance of it. It's not just 2 or 3 guys on a team. Now a full team could be full of stars that can play and skate and shoot the puck way better than they were. Back then, the fourth line today, a fourth line can grind and score. Back then, the fourth line's job was to shut down the top line. It's still its job to shut down the top line, but they can find a way to put the puck in the net. And the way Spencer rolls our 4 lines, the fourth line actually gets more minutes than the top line. So really, in his eyes, he doesn't give a shit what line you're on. If you're playing well, he's going to play you.
Yep.
Which, in today's day and age, goalies...
Which still doesn't explain why he played the third line so much those games towards the mid to the end of the season. But whatever.
That's because Eller had a blackmail photo of him.
He must have had something.
Another fucking prick I'm glad is gone. Oh, what a waste of a trade.
Yeah, I was like, why did they bring him back? I mean, I like the guy, but
They brought
no.
him back. They brought him back to teach LaPierre how to play defense, but that experiment failed after
Miserably.
all of 2-3 games.
3 games. Terrible.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be back in a second, guys.
All right. Okay, Jared, I was going to ask you, but okay, whatever. Bye. Cheryl, what are your aspirations of this season?
What are my aspirations for the season? I want to see them do at least as well as they did last season.
Won't happen.
I would love. Well, you asked what I wanted, what I hope. Realistically, you're right.
There's
But
no way in hell we're gonna
if
do as good as we did last year. We're gonna do good.
but
I
if
just don't think we're gonna do as good as
if
last
they
year.
miss the playoffs,
Oh, we're
I
not
would
missing the
rather them.
playoffs. We're not missing the playoffs. 100% not missing the playoffs.
Oh, that's
This,
good.
this team,
I'd like to get through the first round again. I mean, even if we
this
don't make it
team,
through the second round, I
I
definitely
have
want
a
to get through the
feeling
first round
though,
again.
and I looked at this. One of the
But I haven't looked at all
YouTubers,
the other teams to see who's
one
around
of the
it.
YouTubers, the one team to look out for this year is I do think the Red Wings are, now that they have a fucking goalie finally, they
Yeah,
will not collapse towards the end of the season and they will make the playoffs.
I hope so. I kind of like them. I mean,
The New Jersey
I've
Devils, the New Jersey Devils are a team that I feel like are going to have a long run in the playoffs this year. If they can stay healthy.
in spite of last year where everyone thought they were going to do it and they
No,
totally shot
they
the
they
bed.
fucking limped into the playoffs. What the hell are you talking about? No one had them going far. Even Gil mentioned it.
I thought at the beginning of the year
No!
everyone thought New Jersey was the team to
No,
watch last year.
no, everyone thought they would get back to the playoffs, but no one had them going the whole way because of what happened the year before. Then
Okay.
they doubled down on it because they lost Jack Hughes, they lost Luke Hughes, they lost half their
That's
damn
true.
roster. The Devils, fully healthy, are better than the Carolina Hurricanes. Jack Hughes wins them 2 of those 3 games they lost. They probably
for
win.
sure.
They win that game 5. Jack Hughes finds a way to score. I'm telling you right now, if Jack Hughes was in that series, it would have been different. The Carolina Hurricanes would have not have moved on. And that's the thing about Carolina. Their fans need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, they're like, our window's just opening. Our window's just... You've been in the playoffs for the last fucking 6 years. When is your window going to open? Tell me. Gil, tell me that. When is their window opening? Next 10 years?
I have no idea. I cannot take. I refuse to take that team seriously until they get a legitimate number one forward.
Not only that, they need a goalie. They need a number one goalie.
They've got a goalie. They don't have a game-breaking goalie, but they've got a goalie that can get them a certain distance.
Well,
that's it.
We're all. I didn't mention this before. We're also going to predict this season as well. But we'll get at the end when Jared comes back. But Carolina does not scare me. I still think they're the best team in our division. I just don't think they scare me to the point where I think they're going to be Stanley Cup champions. I don't.
Oh, no, not at
I
all.
think a fully healthy New Jersey team knocks them off. I don't think we can beat them yet. We need to make a couple more moves. We got to get a couple more guys on the team that we're able to get a little bit faster. Now that we're getting even younger, I think we'll be able to keep up with them. I think a full season with Ryan Leonard, a full season of Ivan Miroshnichenko, a full season with Connor McMichael as the third line center. That's probably your third line. Miro, McMichael, Leonard. And that could be a line that
Miro doesn't get lazy. I mean, I cut him a slack the first year or so because he was still recovering from that chemo and whatever, but he should be.
Mira's making the roster. I'm just going to say it now.
Doing...
Mira's making the roster. The Caps have no other choice. The only way they don't start Miro on that third line is if Andrew Crystal forces them to start him. And that's possible. That's Are you fucking kidding me? He had an amazing preseason last year. What do you mean that's not likely?
It's possible. Anything's possible.
Jesus Christ.
The probability
is high. The probability is very high. The Caps are very high on Crystal.
I didn't say they weren't.
Miro, and if anything, I'm not saying.
I mean, truth be told, I would rather. I mean, if you want to be honest,
I predicted Miro making the roster.
I would rather see Crystal than Miro just because Miro tends to be lazy, and I think Crystal works harder. But I'm not, but that's just me. I would much rather, but having said that, you're right. It's probably going to be Miro and Crystal comes up later.
The only reason why I think Miro will start is because Crystal, the Caps will feel like Crystal will dominate the AHL this year, which he will. Him and Ilya are going to dominate. The Bears they're not a team to write off. Just because they lost Todd Nelson, just because they lost all these veterans, do not write them off. They're still a Calder Cup contender. They still have great goaltending. They still have great coaching.
Do they have great goaltending?
Yes. Clay Stevenson is really good in the AHL.
Stevenson's pretty good.
Well, that's true. Stevenson's gotten a lot better.
Stevenson is a high caliber AHL goalie. I don't know that he'll ever be an NHL starter. He could probably be somebody's backup.
I was going to say he could be a solid backup, but I don't see him being a starter.
But he is a good quality AHL goalie.
So, like, you can't write the Bears off. The Bears are going to have fuel coming. They have younger guys, speedy, talented guys coming.
I'm looking forward to the Bears season this year.
Parasek will be on the team. He will be on the team at the end of the season. Lakovic will get some ice time. Remember, Todd Nelson played these players last year. He played Parasek. He played Chesley. He played Gucciardi. Like, the Bears are going to be really good next year. People are writing them off, and I'm going to laugh if they win the Calder Cup again. Because people are writing them off.
At all. Well, people are writing them off because A, Todd Nelson's gone. B,
You froze. You froze, Cheryl. You froze.
Half their roster went to play in the KHL. But no, I'm with you. We've got a lot of great kids coming up.
You froze, Cheryl.
I froze?
So.
No, you're frozen, dear.
Wait, Marcus, I thought you said the Amherst were winning the Calder Cup.
No, the fuck I didn't! Get that shit out of here. I told you and John that you were in your fucking dreams, alright? Rochester's not even in my top 10 teams in the league. You have Devin Levi. You guys don't fucking scare me. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you don't have any killers on your roster. That's why you guys got fucking destroyed by Latvia.
That's good old Buffalo Sabres in action with us.
Not really, because there's no one on the Sabres players besides maybe Rasmus Sandin that has killer instinct. Maybe Alex Tuck. I'll give Tuck that. Anyways, I do think Miro, McMichael, Leonard will be the third line. This is Miro's last shot.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but probably true.
As much as I don't want to hurt Mike Livingston's his heart and his favorite boy, Ivan Miroshnichenko, he's not going to be Ovi Jr. He's not the next 40 to 50 goal scorer for us. Sorry to break it to you, buddy. That's going to be Andrew Crystal.
Yeah. Marishnikov probably has a chance of being a good solid 20 to maybe 30 goal scorer.
There's one guy.
There's no way he's going to be 50.
There's two guys.
Or 40.
Well, there's actually three guys on my list right now for prospects that we need to keep an eye on this year. Two of them we drafted this year. One we drafted last year. Gil knows who I'm talking about that we drafted last year that we have to keep an eye on. He looked really good during the rookie showcase. And he's probably the reason why the Caps didn't make a move at goalie in the draft. They have confidence in him. The other two are the German we drafted and Jackson Crowder. Those two guys are guys to look out for in this year's prospect roundabout when we do in the episodes. Gil, this organization has a lot of faith in Nicholas Kemp, and I think his best decision was to transfer from Notre Dame, but I guess he wants to continue playing at Notre Dame. I don't think his numbers should relate to how he's playing because Notre Dame is just a fucking terrible team. I've looked at a couple, like 5 or 6 goals scored on him, and he's left all fucking alone. He's got like 3 or 4 of them are odd man rushes. 5 of them are just fucking breakaways, and it's like you can't really, especially he's a freshman. He's a freshman, so you can't really judge the kid on his freshman year. We judge him now I think he's gonna play all 4 years at Notre Dame. Then he'll sign with the Capitals and come over. I believe this kid has potential to be a franchise goalie. I'm a little sour on it because I really wanted Jack Ivankovich. But you know what? I now I think about it, I look at it, the Caps made the right move for now. And if they have to, they can get a goalie in the next 2 drafts if they really want to. But they believe in Nicholas Kemp. They believe in Antoine Keller. They believe in all the other couple other goalies that were at the rookie showcase. So I'm going to trust in this organization because they've done such a good job these last 2 seasons, fully retooling the team. And who knows? Nicholas Kemp could be the diamond in the rough. A lot of people don't like his name because it reminds them of a certain Darcy Kemper. But he made some good saves in that rookie showcase. So we'll continue to monitor him.
He looked good when we went to see them at the, what'd you call it?
The
When we
Prospect
went to
Showcase tournament.
Yeah.
So
Well, we weren't at the tournament, but we went to that practice.
that's
He
what it's
looked
called,
really
the
good.
Prospect Showcase.
Yes, you said tournament.
I know, but I said Prospect Showcase tournament. That's the whole thing. That's what it's called.
Oh. Okay.
They're actually doing a rookie showcase as well, which Leonard is part of. This week? Is it this week or next week? I know they're doing like the rookies. Just rookies are playing
So
each other.
it's a rookie camp. They're the same thing, pretty much the same thing as last year. That is going to be at the McMullen Complex.
Yeah.
Near the Naval Academy in Annapolis. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after.
Because I know he also he took his rookie. He went to do his rookie photos.
And Leonard, I'm pretty sure will be there.
Yeah. I don't think the Capitals don't take part of the actual rookie games, which is they have so the NHL does the rookie showcases where like 4 or 5 teams play in a pool and they play like 3 or 4 games and their rookies play the other team's rookies. Right now the Avs are in with Utah, Vegas, and I think Minnesota. The Capitals, I don't think they do that anymore. I think they used to, but they don't do that anymore. But Leonard did show up for his rookie pitchers, and because every year the NHL does that shit where they have the team's top prospect going to the NHL to come and take photos in their jerseys, which is why Ryan Leonard showed up with those reading glasses, was part of that as well.
That was fantastic. I was looking at that.
So, anyways,
Shaking my
Jared,
head.
when you left, I said we're going to predict our regular season and playoffs today. So let's get into that. Gil, let's start with you. Where do you want to start? Atlantic, Pacific, Metro, or Central?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We'll start Central then. Gil, who do you have first? Central.
Oh boy. I want to say Chicago will take a big step forward.
I think Chicago will, but I don't think they miss. I think they barely missed the playoffs. I think they barely.
I don't think they can take a step backwards at all.
That's true.
Dude.
I don't think they'll win the division. They will definitely challenge for a playoff spot,
but they'll barely miss. They'll be like on the edge of making it, and they'll barely miss. I think next year is when we see Chicago make that major leap when they get back to in the playoffs, and then the year after that, we're gonna start seeing Chicago become Chicago of old. And I could see the Blackhawks winning a Stanley Cup in the next 5 years. I think they got the right system around them. They got Bedard and they got Nazar. They got a couple other players all signed on contracts, so they got to worry about it for the next 5 or 6 years. So but I honestly don't think Dallas is winning. They're not repeating as Central. I think Dallas has gotten weaker than they were last year. It's a brand new coach. I think the system's going to take some time. Gil, I will let you sit on that because I'm going to go to Cheryl. Cheryl, what's your prediction?
For the Central? Oh God. I don't know. I think Detroit might be a team to look out for, but I'm not sure they'll get
That's going to be
that
hard for
far.
Detroit. That's going to be hard for Detroit because
But-
Detroit's in the East.
Oh, that's fair. Look, I focus on the Capitals. I don't really, you know this by now, that I don't pay as much attention to the other.
All right,
divisions.
Jared, give us.
This has been for 5 seasons. You know this.
Jared,
Yes.
your prediction. Who wins the Central?
Wait, were you saying you don't think it's gonna be Dallas again?
I don't think it's going to be Dallas. I think Dallas takes a big step
Well,
back
Dallas
this year.
didn't even win it last year.
Oh, that's right. Winnipeg did it.
No, I actually think Dallas is probably gonna win it this year. I don't
Yeah,
see
Dallas.
Winnipeg. I don't see Winnipeg taking it again. I think they're gonna.
I
take a major step
think
back.
and I'm going to say this right now. I do think I'm not trying to be biased, but I think Colorado takes a step forward this year. I think they bounce back and they win the division.
Well, I mean, they weren't that far away from second place behind Winnipeg.
Yeah. And now that Gabriel of Landeskog is back, they've got that.
They got Landeskog.
That's
that
gonna
jump.
give them a huge boost this year.
That's going to
They
give
got
them a boost.
they got Landeskog
For
full
sure.
off. They have a full off season with Landeskog. They have a full off season with Brock Nelson. As much as I don't like the Nelson trade, I think a full off season with Nelson could really help. I didn't like
I
the.
wasn't thinking about that. That could actually boost them up a lot.
They still need a third line center because I still don't like how they traded Charlie McAvoy, but they had to get rid of his contract. Mackenzie Blackwood will have a full off season with the team. I think Blackwood is going to have a monster year for them. I think Colorado could be a favorite to come out of the West this year because of what they have set, and it's a contract year for Makar. So I think Dallas takes a step back. I just don't feel comfortable with Dallas. Dallas lost a lot of depth again this offseason. The whole situation with Jake Ottinger, I don't know if Jake Ottinger can come back for what happened to him in the Western Conference Finals. DeBoer really screwed him. I don't know if he bounces back. So I'm looking at that and saying if Jake Ottinger bounces back, Dallas wins the division. But if they don't, I just don't think Dallas. But here, I don't think Dallas make the playoffs. I just don't think Dallas is going to be a threat this year. I have another team that struggled last year, but I think they bounce back this year and make the playoffs. Gil, you're going to laugh because you know exactly who I'm talking about because they spent so much money in the offseason last year.
Predators?
Yes.
I kind of had a feeling that's where you were going. So
Yeah, I kind of had Nashville on my radar
you
too.
think Stamkos will be his old self again, or are they going to get help elsewhere?
I think Stamkos bounces back this year. Marchessault bounces back. Saros has another good year. I think Yossi has another good year. I just think Nashville does this. They have these 2 bad seasons in a row, and they have 2 very good seasons right after that. I mean, didn't Nashville make the playoffs 2 years ago?
Yes,
They lost to
yes.
Vancouver.
they did.
They lost to Vancouver. So they do this every year. One year they make the playoffs, the next year they miss. They make the playoffs, miss. They make the playoffs, miss. So this is the year they make the playoffs. I think they sneak in. But, all right, Cheryl, did you get time to think who you want to win the division?
I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of with you on Colorado, probably, just because
All right.
Colorado. I mean, I think Gabriel Landeskog, I think that's going to give him a big push. He'll be closer to 100% than he was at the end of last season. Personally, I think it was great he came back, but I think it was a little soon.
That's scary. The scary thought is he didn't look like he missed a beat.
He didn't, but I still think he came back a little too soon. Or
I don't know.
maybe the timing. I don't know. Something just didn't quite sit right with me. him coming back then.
I gotta disagree. I think he came back too late. I think they should have played him in game 1. He was ready by game 1, and they didn't want to play him until game 3 because they wanted him to have his first game be at home. They kind of ruined it.
That does make sense.
They had Dallas. They had Dallas, and at the end of the throat, they had Dallas in the throat, and Colorado blew it. They just blew it. And I feel like if Colorado got past Dallas, we would probably be talking about a different Stanley Cup champion.
For sure.
which is why I'm probably going the safe approach this year, and I'm going to get shit for it. I have the Florida Panthers three-peating. Until someone knocks them off, they're going to win again. They brought everyone back. Who did they lose this season? They brought everyone back.
One of the best goalies ever.
Who played 15 games? Oh! Fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, fuck off, Jared.
All right, Gil, your prediction for the Central.
I'm going to go against the grain a bit here, but I still like Winnipeg. I know they lost Nikolai Ehlers. I think Connor Hellebuck.
Pull the chicken out.
I think.
I just need to pull it out.
Marcus, be very happy you told me no jokes because I'm going to let that one go. Anyway,
shut up, Jared.
I still think Connor Hellebuck has one Hart Trophy worthy season left in him.
Didn't he win it last year? He won both the Vezina and the Hart.
Yeah.
He was the first goalie to do it since Dominic Hasek.
Right. And as long as he does, I don't care what his playoff record is. As long as he does, then they've got a good shot at winning the division. I see Colorado challenging. I see Dallas kind of taking a step back. I don't trust St. Louis. I don't know what Nashville's going to do. Chicago will kind of,
Utah. Utah is another team to look out for. Utah is another team to watch out for because
they just got Peterka from
they got JJ Peterka, who is going to probably have a breakout year. Their goalies.
You know how it goes. Sabres leave, join another team, and become stars.
There you go.
And win Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Oh, Utah Mammoth winning the cup.
I think it's going to be Winnipeg and Colorado at the top, and then a logjam right beneath them.
I forgot Utah was in the division, so I'm just gonna change my pick. Not for the division winner. I'm gonna change my pick. I don't think Nashville's gonna be in the top 3. I think Utah will be because Utah's gonna take a huge step. All right, so now we have that. We'll get into the 2 through 7.
I'm gonna leave predictions to you guys. I'll just.
All right, 2 through 7.
I'll play part of the peanut gallery and.
Gil has Colorado. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do something better. I'm going to do this. Say Gilivis's picks.
I'll do better once the season starts and I'm actually paying attention.
Yeah, so we'll do that. And this is Gil's pick. So he has Winnipeg winning. He has Colorado at 2. And you have, who do you have at 3?
3. Probably Dallas.
Dallas.
They'll take a step back, maybe not that. It'd probably be just good enough. If they don't decide to sell, they'll be just good enough to get that 3rd spot.
They also got to re-sign Jason Robertson, and
that's what I mean. If they don't decide to give up on his contract, and
so you have Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas. Who do you have 4?
4. Say St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay. You think Utah's going to be bad this year?
I don't think they're going to be bad. I don't think they're going to get enough wins.
I'm assuming you have Chicago at 5 then.
Chicago 5, Utah 6.
You have Nashville as the worst, or no, that'd be Minnesota. You have Minnesota as the worst team in the division?
Yeah. I don't trust that roster. And they have a pretty mediocre coach, which I don't know how the hell he manages to get jobs. I don't know how they manage to win anything with him. But
they lose Fleury since he's retired now.
Right. So but
we're probably gonna see their prospect goalie come up, Wallstead. So we'll probably see. Yeah, he's supposed to be one of the better goalies. I mean, he's taking a little longer, but it's probably because of Fleury. But he has an attitude, though. He has a really attitude problem, which is why he fell.
On top of all that, they have a Russian Jack Hughes and Kirill Kaprizov. So,
yeah, Kaprizov could arguably drag them to the playoffs. He did last year.
He could if he stays healthy.
All right, Gil. we'll start with the Pacific then, and we'll go your way from Pacific, and then we'll do all Jared's picks, and then all mine. All right, Gil, who do you have winning? This is probably the worst kept secret. You have Vegas winning the division, don't you?
No, not really.
Oh,
they're not bad, but I don't see them winning the division. I'd put Vegas second.
I swear to God, if you say Edmonton,
no.
I think San Jose takes a step forward this year. I just don't.
They do.
I think they both. I think both.
I think LA's going to be a big surprise and win the division, and they're going to flop in the playoffs again.
Are they going to lose a fifth time to Edmonton?
I could totally see that happen. It may not even beat Edmonton, but I just know they're going to flop in the playoffs.
They should have beaten Edmonton last year. They had him on the ropes. They should have won that game 3. I do think you're right. I think Quinton Byfield takes another step forward to being a superstar. He finally came out last year. I'm assuming you have Edmonton at 2.
They may fall to 3.
3? You have Vegas?
I got 2? Vegas at 2. Yeah. Put Vegas at 2. Edmonton 3.
And I honestly don't think Edmonton's going to have a long run this year. I think Edmonton might fall flat. If they make the playoffs and play Vegas in the first round, I think they fall flat. I think Vegas has done a couple of moves this offseason to get them to go a little bit longer than they did last year.
Oh, if they play Vegas in the first round, there's no way they're getting past them.
Yeah, Vegas does not lose in the first round. They rarely ever lose in the first round. They've only lost twice. They lost to San Jose and they lost to Dallas. Both times went to Game 7 on the road. So remember, they have never played a Game 7 at home on the first round. Oh, they did. They beat Minnesota. They've never lost a Game 7 at home. So 4, I'm assuming you probably have one of the California teams. I think
not Anaheim.
I think they take a step forward, but not that big. I think they move a couple spots. I think they go from 7 to 5th. I think Vancouver can respond this year, but that all relies on if Quinn Hughes wants to stay. If Quinn Hughes does not want to stay, Vancouver, he wants to go play with his brother. That's another reason why I think New Jersey is probably going to beat whoever they play in the playoffs and have a long playoff run. Because I have a feeling midway to the season they're going to get Quinn Hughes. They're going to get Quinn Hughes. Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, and Luke Hughes are all going to be on the same team.
If that happens, then Vancouver will drop like a stone in a well in the standings.
So who do you have? Do you have Calgary?
Yeah,
maybe Calgary?
I think a lot of people look past Calgary. It would not surprise me if they snuck into the playoffs. I don't think they'll do any worse than 5th.
So you have Calgary at 4?
Yeah, I'll put Calgary 4.
All right, who do you have at 5?
5, we'll say Anaheim. No, have I said I didn't say San Jose yet, did I?
No.
Put San Jose behind Calgary then.
And you probably have Anaheim at
Anaheim.
6. Then you probably have Seattle at 7.
Seattle, yeah, I don't see them going anywhere.
And then Vancouver. Not yet. Seattle, I think, give them a couple more years. They got to get their prospects up. Kind of like Chicago did. Seattle needs to get all their prospects up, and then I think Seattle makes a big turn. So you have Vancouver finishing 8th. Do you have Vancouver potentially going after Gavin McKenna?
Possibly.
Well, I know exactly who we both know who's winning the fucking lottery this year. We both know who's fucking winning it. Everyone and their grandma can see the writing on the wall. So let's get this out of the way and do it already. We're going to do the Metro now for Gil. Gil, you probably have Carolina at 1.
I'm going to put New Jersey at 1.
You think? All right, okay. If New Jersey definitely gets Hughes, I put him at 1. I do. Then who do you have at 2?
Carolina.
Carolina. All right, hold on. For the playoffs, who do you have? No, we'll get into that in the playoffs. We'll just do the predictions first. So you have probably us at 3.
Yes.
And then at 4,
Columbus. I'm torn. I want to say either Columbus or maybe even Philly. But
I was going to say either Philly or Columbus. I think we're going to see. We're not going to see only 3 teams in the Metro make the playoffs because I feel like the Atlantic is going to have.
I think
5 teams.
Somebody else is going to sneak in there.
I think
Put Columbus at 4, Philly 5.
Yeah, I think Columbus is a little bit better than Philly. I think Philly needs to draft a little bit more. Then that leaves us 3 more teams.
Rangers. Then the Rangers at 6.
Yeah, the Islanders and the Penguins are probably going to be the 2 worst teams in the division.
Yep.
I know where we're going here, though. You don't even have to tell me. Pittsburgh Penguins are finishing last in the fucking division because they're trash. And I'm gonna put an asterisk in front of them because I know exactly who you're picking to win the fucking draft lottery.
It's gonna be we all know it's gonna be even I know it's gonna be.
They have 2 first-round picks this year. 2 first-round picks. Or no? Did the Rangers give up their first round last year?
I don't remember.
They're winning the lottery regardless. Everybody knows it.
Yep.
That right there is the worst kept secret in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's and that's how they do it. They do it every time. They had fucking
They do
Mario
it every time. They get bad for a long time, and then first round, first overall.
And we're never going to be able to get over the hump of how Pittsburgh owns us because they always have that fucking elite superstar. They had Mario Lemieux in the 90s, Sidney Crosby in the 2000s and the 2020s, and now they're going to have Gavin McKenna to fucking torment us. It's like it's a never-ending fucking cycle. All right, finally the Atlantic.
It's me again, or
yeah. We're gonna do you. Hold on.
Atlantic. Oh God.
This one might be tricky. I mean, there's a lot of people predicting the Lightning to win the division, and I can see that. I just don't think they make it out of the first round.
I don't think Florida runs away with it. I think they're
going to take a step back in the division. They're going to take a step back.
Yeah, they're going to sit back. They're going to take it easy over the regular season, then turn it on in the playoffs again.
So who do you have winning the division?
Winning? Ooh. I don't know. I'm not sold on Tampa.
You think Toronto?
But yeah, Toronto's good enough.
I don't know without Marner though.
Even without Marner.
All right, so you probably have Tampa at 2.
Tampa 2, Florida 3.
Do you think Detroit jumps?
No, I don't.
So you have Ottawa?
Yeah, Ottawa 4, Detroit 5.
Montreal 6.
Montreal 6.
Boston 7.
And
then Buffalo at 8.
There we go.
Boston actually might end up being worse than Buffalo this year.
Oh, really?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be that.
Boston's been on a bit of a slide, so
if Pittsburgh
Pasternak's tired of being there, they don't have a real coach.
They just hired a new one.
Who'd they hire?
Marco Sturm.
Oh, well, like I said, they don't have a real coach.
Well, he's a good coach. It's going to take him a little bit to get him going, though. So I do agree. I think this will be a setback season, a really setback season. I think Boston and Pittsburgh are probably the 2 favorites to win the Gavin McKenna sweepstakes. Both of them could really use them. So, all right. So Gil has New Jersey, Los Angeles, Winnipeg, and Toronto winning the divisions. All right. So how do you have your playoff seedings going?
We're doing 1 through 8.
Yeah, 1 through 8.
East or West first?
We'll do West. So you would probably have, who do you have winning the conference? Like, who is the best team going into the playoffs? Is it the team in the Pacific or is it the team out of the Central?
Probably the Central.
So you have Winnipeg at 1 versus, and then who do you have 8th place?
And then, I had LA winning the Pacific, so them at 2.
So Winnipeg, and so LA's at 2. So we'll have the Central first. And then so Central, and then you have the Pacific. Okay, so you have LA at 2.
And then Colorado 3.
So you have, hold on, LA. So you have LA at 2. So LA would be number 2.
Right.
LA Kings, and then, okay, you have Winnipeg at 1. So you have Colorado at 2, so they would be 2 here. Colorado versus Dallas would be 3. Then you have LA 1 versus the second wild card. So you have Vegas and Edmonton at 2.
Right.
Versus 2 Edmonton. Okay. So you have making the playoffs as the wild card teams. Jared, next week we'll do your predictions.
Who would I say finished 4th in the Pacific?
You had Calgary 4th.
Calgary. There'll be one wild card.
Then you have St. Louis at 4 in the Central.
And St. Louis will be the other wild card.
So you have St. Louis probably playing LA.
Yeah.
And then you have Calgary playing. All right, so that matchup would be Winnipeg versus Calgary, Colorado versus Dallas again, LA versus St. Louis, and Vegas versus Edmonton again. All right, so that would be the West. The East you would have.
Let's see. Number 1 overall.
And who do you have winning the President's Trophy? You think Winnipeg repeats?
Maybe.
If New Jersey gets Quinn Hughes, I think they win it.
That might end up being a big if. And it depends on when it happens.
True.
If they wait all the way to the deadline, there's not going to be enough time.
No. Unless they are like close. They're at the top of the standings. Unless they're very close, and that's what gets them over the hump to become the President's Trophy winners. But if they get him around November, December, I think they win it. I think Quinn Hughes puts them over the hump. It gives them that power play. So even if they lose Jack Hughes, they'll have Quinn Hughes to come in and puts the puck in the net. So, but you're thinking Winnipeg though?
Yeah, I don't see anybody else.
Okay. All right. So then you have St. Louis wild card 2 or wild card 1, Calgary wild card 2. Okay. So now they're not gonna be able to see this, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Now we have the East. So with that being said, do you have Toronto or New Jersey in the first of the East?
Probably Toronto.
So we'll start with the Atlantic. So you have Toronto at 1 versus blah, blah, blah. Then at 2, you have Tampa Bay Lightning. The Battle of Florida again, which sadly for Tampa Bay fans, I think Florida wins it again. And then in the Metro, you have New Jersey at 1. And then you have Carolina, a place we can't fucking win. I think we're going to win this year, though. I do think if we matched up against Carolina, we'd beat them. All right, Gil, who was your wild card teams? Probably both in the Atlantic.
You know what? I have Columbus sneaking in the second wild card.
So you have Detroit missing.
Okay. Yeah. I still don't like them.
All right, so you have Detroit. So you have Ottawa against New Jersey. Then you have Columbus. Oh shit! If Toronto beats Columbus, they're going to the world fucking the Stanley Cup. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know what they say, when you beat Columbus in the playoffs, you go to the Stanley Cup final. That would be fucking hilarious though if the Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup after trading Mitch Marner. It happens all the time. It happens all the time in sports. You trade your star player and you go on to win, or your star player leaves and you go on to win a championship. Look at the Capitals. One of their star players left. They lost a lot of guys in 2018. No one predicted us to win. We won. The Washington Nationals, Bryce Harper. All right, so Gil, that would leave us with the playoffs. So we have. You want to do the Central or the Pacific first?
I guess the Central.
Central? Okay. So we got Winnipeg versus Calgary. How many games?
5 games. Winnipeg wins.
Winnipeg in 5. Okay. Colorado, Dallas.
7 games. Colorado wins.
Colorado finally wins.
Got to happen sometime.
I think with this now that DeBoer is not there, I think the Avs will beat them. All right, Pacific. St. Louis and Kings, rematch of 2012 or 2012.
St. Louis in 6.
Oh, yeah, you did say you would have the Kings faulting out in the first round. Vegas, Edmonton.
Vegas in 6.
Vegas in 6. All right. So the second round would be for the Central. It would be Winnipeg versus Colorado. In the Pacific, it would be Vegas versus St. Louis. All right. Let's do the East. Toronto, Columbus.
Toronto in 5.
Toronto's going to the Stanley Cup Final. Tampa Bay, Florida.
Florida, I want to say 5, but Tampa might steal an extra game, so 6.
Florida in 6. All right. And then we have New Jersey versus Ottawa. I think Ottawa pushes it to at least 7, I think, this year. I think Ottawa takes it a little bit further.
Yeah, I can minimum 6, but maybe 7. So
in 7. New Jersey
yeah.
in 7.
Yeah.
And then Carolina, Washington.
Ooh. Well, I said 7 games last year, and that was dead wrong.
Yeah, but I think this time around the Capitals are going to be more prepared.
I hope so.
Because last year they were all came in for the OV passing the record. They were, by the time they got to the playoffs, they were just exhausted, and they just beat on a really young Montreal team, and then once they played Carolina, they looked like they were tired. I don't think this will be the same situation. I think we're going to see a different Capitals team. I think if it was me, I would pick the Capitals in this situation because I know Carolina has had our number. I just feel like this year is different. It's Ovi's last year. The Capitals they're gonna do. The front office is going to do everything in their power to get this team to be a cup contender this year. I feel like we're going to make some moves at the deadline, potentially a Jason Robertson type move, which gets us over the hump, and we beat Carolina in 7. I think Capitals knock Carolina off this year. I don't think Carolina is all that. I don't. I think last year they just got lucky because they ran into a Caps team that ran out of gas. You could definitely tell by the halfway to the end of Game 2, the Capitals were just tired.
Yeah, we were cooked by the time. We worked so hard to get where we got. We were just toast.
This year, like I said, the Capitals plus the Caps had a bunch of old guys. The Caps are getting even younger. Carolina, they have Ehlers, but I think it's gonna spat right back in their face. I think it's gonna spit them right back in their face. But Gil, this is ultimately your choice. If the Capitals make moves at the deadline, will you feel more comfortable?
Yes and no, because that's also come back to bite them. when they've done that.
I'm just saying, in my opinion, I feel like this Capitals team will be different as it was last year.
I feel like it too, but it just anytime they hit the playoffs, it'll be different. Now it will be different because it's the first round, and I don't think I as long as they don't. I know the goal chase was a distraction, but I don't like. I don't know. Everybody just disappeared.
Yeah,
Last 2 weeks of the season, everybody.
It felt like after the goal chase was done, they felt like they were satisfied. I don't think this season's different. That's why I'm saying this season feels a lot different because there's no milestone. Yeah, Ovi can continue breaking it. Ovi can hit his hits. But I feel like the goal now is to get Ovi that last cup. And even Ovi's flying in tomorrow. So we don't know what shape Ovi is in. Ovi could have lost weight coming in like he did in 2017 on the way to the cup in 2018. This feels like Ovi wants another Stanley Cup. And this is probably the best chance he has. I don't think if he re-signs, we're going to win a Stanley Cup. I feel like the Capitals need to treat this year as a winner bust season. I don't think they need to go out and get like these superstar guys that, like you said, it's going to bite us in the face. But I do think Jason Robertson would be the only exception, because I feel like he will get us over the hump. I feel like if we would have traded for Jason Robertson, Carolina can't keep up with us. We would end up putting the puck in the net, and that was the biggest problem for the Capitals in that series, is we just couldn't score.
What would we have to give up for him?
We give up at least a first rounder. I think you give up a first rounder, Ivan Miroshnichenko, and I hate to say this, but our first rounder this year, Lyndon Lakovic.
Oof.
I think that's what hurts. This would give us the opportunity at Jason Robertson, and then you could put him on that top line.
That hurts.
It hurts.
Well, even without that, I think they'll find a way to get the chemistry going. All right, I'll say Caps in 6.
All right. Yeah, I'm just saying. I feel like this year feels just different. I got a weird feeling. Washington in Caps. Yeah, Washington in Caps. All right, so you have the Capitals, New Jersey. Like, ultimately, we could be wrong. Like, we could play Carolina and they could beat us in 5 again. Last year, I know I said, and it bit me in the ass, and I felt like Washington could beat Carolina. But I also said that around the time that Washington was playing their best hockey. And then I kind of retracted my statement. I did say if the Capitals play like this come playoff time, they're going to lose to Montreal in the first round. So I feel like the Capitals this year, plus it's Spencer Carberry's 3rd season. Spencer's going to get he's getting better and better each season as a head coach. He will learn, and he will. And I'm telling you right now, that third line is going to be the key for us making it far in the playoffs. Everyone is already predicting us to lose in the first round. Remember the last time someone predicted us this badly to lose in the first round? We won the Stanley Cup. People had us losing to Columbus. People said we were going to choke. We almost did. After going down 2-0, if the bounce goes the other way, I think we don't win that series. So,
well, last year people were saying we weren't going to make the playoffs at all. So.
At all. Right.
Exactly. So, and then when we went to the playoffs, people thought we were going to lose to Montreal.
Thank God we didn't, because that would have pissed me off. Those fans just,
The last time, I'm telling you right now, this is different. This team feels different, and it feels like we're going for a special run. Now, are we going to win the Stanley Cup? I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to win the Stanley Cup. I just feel like this is going to be a more special season than it was last year. It's Ovi's last year, and they're going to make this count. And I feel like they have no other choice. They're going to beat Carolina. I think this is the year they beat Carolina. This is the year. And if they can get past...
like when we finally beat Pittsburgh, we go on to win it all.
We got to play Pittsburgh in the playoffs to win the Stanley Cup, so...
That ain't happening this year.
Maybe we can pray to the hockey gods to make Pittsburgh make the playoffs and play us, and we beat them and we go on to win the Stanley Cup. All right, Gil. So your second round in the East will be Toronto versus Florida 3.
Florida in 6.
Florida in 6. Okay. So you want to start with the East first? Okay. So Florida in 6. Okay. And then in the Metro, you have New Jersey versus Washington. This is where I think could be a tough matchup. I do think New Jersey would match up well against us, especially if they have Quinn Hughes. If they don't have Quinn Hughes, I think the Capitals match up well against them. But Gil, your prediction?
It really, really kills me to say this because I think New Jersey fans are amongst the most delusional on earth, but New Jersey in 7.
I agree. I do think if the Capitals do end up playing New Jersey in the playoffs, I think we're going to lose because a fully healthy New Jersey team should be in the conference finals.
If they manage to get out of the first round without any injuries, yeah, that's how it'll go down.
All right, so you have the Eastern Conf or the East Finals 2026 is Florida versus New Jersey, a team a rematch they have not played in a long time. I think the last time they played in the playoffs was the year New Jersey beat them in 2014, or was it 20? Yeah, 20. Was it 2014? No, it was 2013. 2013 they beat them. That was the year that Florida came close to finally breaking the playoff curse. Now look at them; they're two-time Stanley Cup champions and been to the last 3 Stanley Cup Finals. All right, so we have that versus 3 Florida. Okay, Gil, and then we'll do the West first. All right, so you have Winnipeg, Colorado.
Colorado 6.
All right, Colorado. Then you have Vegas, St. Louis.
Vegas 5.
So you have a West Final, a really good West Final between Colorado and Vegas.
Boy, that one's tough.
So we'll start with the West. I think at this point, if Mitch Marner becomes a big factor for Vegas, I would give them the edge. But we don't know what Colorado's going to do at the deadline. I'm not going to let Colorado burn me on this one.
If Mitch Marner figures out a way to turn it on in the playoffs and if he's on a line with Jack Eichel, if they put him with Jack Eichel, that could be dangerous.
That's what I'm thinking.
Vegas 7. And so I guarantee 2 of those games are going to overtime.
Oh, for sure. 2020 Western Conference champions in your prediction will be the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, Gil. Now you have Florida, New Jersey.
Oh, Florida's going to wipe the ice with Jersey.
Florida and what?
It's not going to be a sweep, but yeah, 5-6 easy.
So
there's no way that goes 7.
26 Eastern Conference
New Jersey's way
champions.
too soft.
It'll be good for them though to make it to the conference finals and they can grow on it. 2026 conference champions will be the Florida Panthers, making it their 4th in a row. Oh God, please help us. For the love of God, please help us. All right, so your Stanley Cup Final, 2026 Stanley Cup Final is a rematch. Does Florida get revenge?
Yes.
All right. Florida in what?
5.
Florida in 5, and your 2026 Stanley Cup champions, three-peating for the first time since those pesky New York Islanders. Florida Panthers. All right. Okay. That's Gil's prediction. Next week, we're going to do Jared's prediction, and the week after that, we'll do mine. That is all the time we have for this week's episode. Gil, it is good to be back. How do you feel? You feel good to be back, Gil?
I feel good to be back. I feel good to be front, too.
I
had to throw one in there.
You had to throw one in there, didn't you? Jared, is it good? Does it feel good to finally be back and running? Hockey's almost here.
Yes, I am excited.
All right. Let's sign off. Caps on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Caps!
Let's go, Caps.